Hi, welcome to Message from Your Guides. My name is Karen Kartika, transformational coach and holistic healer. Today is February 29th, 2024. This is the ninth edition of this year, and we are under the influence of the waning phase of the moon. So this reading is for the week of 29th till March 6th, 2024. During this waning phase of the moon, you're noticing that the bright full moon that we had a few days ago, now the light starting to diminish. So if we follow the energy of the moon, I think we have come last week, we put a lot of energy in accomplishing a lot up to I think the energy of the full moon is so potent last week that it really draws us and stretch us to accomplish whatever it is that we're supposed to accomplish. And it does feel a little overwhelming at one point because I feel like there are just so many things that come our ways. I myself was traveling and I really pushed myself to really see a lot of things, which was kind of different than my normal phase. Like, I put myself in like very rigorous 2 days of walking around and having a checklist of things that I want to do, things that I want to get to, which it was amazing in its own way, but also feels really exhausting. And I'm noticing that a lot of you, even though maybe you're in, whether it's your project, whether it's your situation that's happening in your life or at work, that you push yourself hard because you needed to achieve certain target, and the full moon seems to draw out that extra energy and and really stretching you out to really get to where you needed to go consciously and unconsciously, up to the full moon, which I feel like the energy is starting to kind of like dwindling down, which definitely, in in accordance to where the moon phase is, where the light is starting to diminish. And I'm noticing for myself, I'm more, I'm drawing the energy more toward myself inwardly. I feel like I needed more time to just even um, come to this the camera to create this. I didn't really want to push myself. I gave myself enough space and time to get the energy to flow, so that whatever that is being channeled is true to what it's true to, like, not only like what energetically needs to show up, but also in my deliverance, that it flows in accordance to the harmony of the the rhythm of the universe, and the rhythm of nature, instead of me trying to force it to make it happen, if you understand what I mean. So during this time, I think we are being called or invited to really shed any negativity, especially all those negative self-talk that we carry, because we feel like, oh no, my energy is depleted. I feel like I should be doing more. I feel like I still need to carry whatever that high octane of energy that we experience throughout the full moon period. Or maybe things didn't get accomplished the way that we wanted through that period, that we feel like we are defeated, and like maybe the now the inward energy feels like a judgment toward us to say, oh, see, you really can't take care of, or you cannot continue moving forward. You're not where you need to be. So really pay attention to all this negative self-talk, knowing where it becomes something that that create a lower vibrations or lower frequency for you. Because if you are in the space right now with me, where we want to manifest whatever that our life desires, falling into the lower vibrations that comes with negative self-talk, having doubts, having self-blames, um, um, what else is there? Feeling guilty, despair will not help us in our process of manifesting the joy that comes with achieving what it is that we desire, right? So the key here is how can we, even during this time where things, the energy feels like it's depleting, but it's not like you're shrinking. It's more like it's smoothing your way so that you don't feel the hardness of the stretch, but like allowing that stretch now to kind of become more fluid within you. It's like you stretch, but then it integrates. So now that you're coming into a harmonious space of you where you can allow yourself to feel the presence of new, not new, but the expectations of what's coming. So this is a great time to really be mindful of all these negative thoughts, judgments, or bad habits that you have as a result of allowing this negativity to, to be present or to direct your actions, and then creating the unnecessary stress as a result. Allow this time to for you to feel that smoothness, that allowing, that um, contractions of the after the big stretch of then now becoming like, all right, we're coming into a time of integration, a time of being in the flow, a time of releasing and surrendering to the higher energy, to our wisdom, to the divinity within us. And how to get there is through having gratitude, giving thanks for all the things that we have accomplished, giving thanks for all the energy that we had to accomplish what we accomplished, giving thanks to all that came as a positive, that came as a result, whether it's positive or negative, especially the negative, because giving thanks in the part of the results that didn't really come our way is acknowledging that there are results. Maybe it's not 100%, maybe it's not even 20%, but it's still giving us results. And giving thanks to that is allowing for more to be accomplished, for a bigger, better energy to come through, and maybe for something better to come through. But by giving thanks, we acknowledge that we receive. We receive what it is, we receive the wisdom, and we're ready. We're allowing for the generosity of the universe to come through. And this is also mentioning about generosity. It's a great time to be generous toward others, to give back, to give what you have accomplished or learned as wisdom that you can impart to others, or maybe even impart part of the abundance that you receive and give it to others to also can experience, to can also take part, because then you're creating more space within you to receive more, whether it's new experiences or more abundance, and whatever it is. Okay, so use this time to really take time to allow the energy to soften you, the energy to release what needs to be released and integrate the beautiful positive energy within you, to release all that you are doubting about yourself, that you know that it no longer serve you because what it is that you want to accomplish next, the success that you want to divine for yourself, all of these things that keep being, that keeps creeping up on you, like, oh, you didn't do that, or you haven't done that, that maybe was there because it was needed back in the days to accomplish what you needed to accomplish up to today, but it's no longer working for what it is that you want next. Because if you're in the process of creation of something that it is purely, truly you, then you really need to listen to all part of you that knows the best of what it is that makes you whole. Because part of this life is remembering that you are whole, that you are being created uniquely and your path is uniquely is divine for you. So you must let go all those conditions, limitations, or rules that have served you up to a certain point to put you where you are today, to create the success that you have accomplished today, but may no longer be accurate for what it is that you want to accomplish next. Now, some of you, I'm hearing, are also experiencing the collective themes and challenges. Know that right now there are a lot of planetary influences that are inviting us to dissolve our old patterns or ego identifications. So you may experience a sense of dissatisfactions or disillusionment of your current path. Maybe you feel unsure about whether you're on the right path. You're not sure what the next steps either, though. And you're encountering multitude of options and conflicts or inner conflicts that make you feel uneasy. And if you're not careful, it goes into your mind and your mental exercises trying to figure out or overanalyze and creating a big ball of energy vacuum, because it sucks all your energy, because everything goes to your mind trying to think what is wrong with me. Just know that it's okay to take a pause. It's okay to not know exactly what it is that you're stepping into, what is the future is holding. It's okay to not to feel like you get everything right now. It's really okay to pause, to not jump into conclusion and not forcing yourself to make a commitment, especially a commitment that there's no exit clause, and to solve a problem, that a commitment or jump into a conclusion to try to solve a problem immediately, because this is definitely not a time to especially if you're under a lot of emotions, a lot of those turmoils, a lot of things that feels uneasy or unresting. It's really okay to not know or to figure it out right away. In fact, right now, your emotions or what you're feeling might invite you to have an awareness what it is that you need within yourself, that you have probably, because of everything that you have done, accomplished for the last few weeks, you've neglected part of you that right now through your emotion wants your attention. Okay, so instead of have a cookie cutter of this is a problem and I have to find solution, or there's a problem, or I need to soothe it, I need to mask it, just like I have a headache, I need to just right away reach for a Tylenol. Well, maybe the headache will pass within half an hour, just because you become more active in your body. Or maybe you're drinking the water that you've forgotten to drink, or you reach for nourishing food. The headache might not be there. You might not need to reach for the Tylenol. So I urge you to not use your regular coping mechanism to want to soothe yourself, to want to escape from the situation as fast as you can, because you're still kind of like being forced to accomplish, to make sure that this is not on your way so that you can still accomplish more and do more and things like that. Really give you time to soften, to allow the softness of the energy to give you the space to unravel. And what's a good way to unravel, especially with emotion, is really to take a pause, face the uneasiness. This emotion is part of your growth journey, and please do not bypass it. How can we work with your emotions and allow the intelligence to guide us? Here are a few steps that I do myself. Is first acknowledge what it is that I feel. I might be feeling or experiencing sadness, or maybe feeling experiencing anger, rage. If it's sadness, I allow myself to cry. If it doesn't want to come, sometimes I just watch a movie that's really sappy and allow myself to just cry. Or maybe I take a walk, or maybe I go to church and pray, and sometimes the tears then just flow at that moment, and I allow myself the time to just cry. When I'm feeling anger, rage, I go and first I detach myself from maybe being surround people that I feel the triggers from. I allow myself a judgment-free space where I can just scream, go into the wood and just stomp my feet and yell and scream and be angry. Things that will not hurt myself and not hurt others. That's the important part of channeling these emotions. Sometimes I'll pick up my pen and paper or pencils and paper, whether I draw a doodle or I write and write and write. I also do emotional freedom technique or EFT. I just tap. If you're familiar with that, there's plenty of resources out there on YouTube and how to do that, and as well as breathwork. So as I'm talking to you right now, know that you might already have these tools within you that you haven't used for a while. So go back and look up those tools. If you have, if you're confused to what these tools are, I have my information down below. So contact me. I'll be so happy to help you with any of the tools that I have. And just keep channeling this emotion until they pass, because emotions just wants to pass. They need to be acknowledged so they can show you where you've been lacking, and it pass. That's the intelligence of the emotions. Remember, emotions is emotional intelligence. It can guide you to direct you to what it is that you need to be aware of. That then from that place of harmony, you find the clarity to then decide what's your next best move, your best next inspired actions for you. Okay. Never, ever, ever make a decision when you're in the chaos of your mind, your emotions, because your mind and your emotions will always work together. Your emotion will dictate your mind dictate the emotion, vice versa. So until you find yourself in the harmonious state, please, 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 please take care of yourself and allow yourself to not make any decision which then will create more turmoils later, because sometimes we just need a space, especially during this phase of moon phase. We just need the phase after that heightened energy. We need the space to soften, to release, to kind of synthesize everything and anything that we have experienced the last couple of weeks, taking in all the good and synthesize and transmute everything that is no longer working for you. Okay. Now, if you are continue experiencing any disharmony within yourself, or you're sort of like, I really don't know what to do here, this people is triggering me, I trigger myself and all that, one mantra one way that I've been practicing a lot throughout this period of transits, really, I'm experiencing a lot of changes and transits of transformations that sometimes I'm like, all right, I'm not sure if I'm with you. Okay. I'm sometimes are unsure of where I am, who I am, what I'm becoming. Am I in the right path? Am I late? Am I late in arriving in this lifetime? um, and there's a lot of kind of like, maybe haven't done enough. Maybe I've made too many mistakes in this lifetime. I don't know what else to do, right? Or I've done everything I can do, but nothing work. And people seems to not understanding me, or people seems to judge me, and I judge them, they judge me, and all of that. Take a moment to really do the ho'oponopono prayer. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. This is, for me, by far, is the easiest way to release any expectations, any burden of uneasiness, and allowing the grace of the universal love to grace me, to bless me again, without having to really figuring out too much, without having to figure out of who's done what, uh, or what lacking, what missed in this space. Just by saying this prayer to myself, maybe I see a photo of me that's like, oh my God, that's the time that I did not commit to what it is that I was supposed to be committing. So I say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Maybe I failed you in that time, whatever. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And if you're ever called to do an even deeper work, look at yourself in the mirror, see your own eyes, and say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. And thank you. And notice how that will shift you. And to whoever else that you have a burden with, whether it's blame, judgment, anxiety toward, see the picture of the person, look the person in the eyes through that picture and say, I'm sorry, I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you, and I love you. I'm putting the link to today's, I capture all of this in the written format before I convey this, because I feel like there's just so much energy, so much things to be said that I just do not want to miss it. So go to the link below in the description to have the written message as well, including the prayer if it's not clear for you. Okay. So with that said, let's go into the cards for this week. I already did the shuffling. I already pulled the 3 cards. I felt like I had to do it prior to this taping, just because I needed to feel the presence of each of the card. And this week, each of the card came with an additional, with its pair, and it is showing me what's the energy at place with each of the card that is being presented to you. Okay, it will become clear as we go through, but first, let's go and choose your card. I'm going to show the first card again. Remember, really tune in to this card. Find out if this is the card for you. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Connect with the card. Maybe some messages starting to come to appear in your mind's eyes, whether through symbol, maybe a strong yes or a strong no, or whatever feeling that you receive in your body, maybe certain vibration, maybe it hits you in some different energy centers. So just receive right now, connect with the card. Wonderful. Okay, that's the first card. And ready for the second card. Okay, connect with the card. Breathe. Notice what you receive in your mind's eye, whether it's a yes or no, or vibration in your body, in your energy center. Maybe it's symbols, words. Wonderful. Okay. And the third card. Again, pay attention, close your eyes and breathe. Notice what shows up in your mind's eyes. It's a clear yes or a clear no, any vibrations, any symbols, any scent, any colors arrive in you that gives you that resonance of, oh yes, this is the card for me. Okay, wonderful. All right. So the first card is, I'm gonna wear my glasses now so I can also see. It is Flos Sapientum, or the red and white rose. It's a beautiful picture of white rose with a red snake. Numerology is 59. 5 plus 9 is 9. 5 plus 9 plus 5 plus 9 is 11. Hello. And as we know, the 11 is the master number, connection to the higher source or wisdom, spiritual insight, profound guidance. 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. It's also the card of harmony. Oh, it's the number of harmony, empathy, and sensitivity. Now, receiving this card suggests that you are in a profound awakening. Vital force is arising within you, and if you understand the symbols of snake, it's the kundalini rising, right? It signifies a moment of merging your physical self with your spiritual self. I feel like the earthly plane is symbolized by the snake, and the divine, your divinity, your spiritual self, signifies by the white rose. And the two combined shine. So the combinations or the two merging together give you that potent energy for you to shine from within yourself. So this is a great coming together of you that feels, oh, I'm just me in this physical body, while in fact, the body and spirit is always together, right? And when it clicks and when it comes together, it creates this beautiful energy that illuminates from within you. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there's an energy behind that comes with each of the card, and yours, the energy that plays is Venus. So the awakening that you're currently experiencing is embodied by the Venus, or represented by the Venus energy. Energy of pleasure, beauty, eros, or love. So you might find yourself more attuned to your sensual delights. It feels so good in the body, isn't it? You're experiencing, your body, your senses are blossoming. You might find yourself you feel more attractive this week, right? Whether you're attracting beautiful energy toward you, you're probably attracting love. So enjoy this time. The female awakening, the divine femininity is awakened within you, and it feels so good to be alive. Whether you are trying to magnetize a goal in your life or relationship, you might find it's easier to do this week. So really enjoy this really potent energy. This probably highlighting all the things that you've gone through, that you're now finding yourself in alignment with your true self, with your divine self, with your spiritual aspects of yourself, finding yourself um, more in tune with the world around you, finding all the beauties that this world is giving you. Um, I'm doing it a little bit different this week. Also pointing out what to embrace during this important time. Embrace the new force within you. Recognize the body and soul connections. Honor your body, your physical body, as the temple, because through this body that you are being channeled, that you're being guided, right? So if you are feeling the disconnections between your body and your spirit, your soul and your body, know that this is a great time to let it go, because we in our mind feels that, oh, this is me here and that's our spirit, that's our divinity out there. Well, in fact, it's all here, all encompassing in this body as a temple. So if the body, give your body all the pleasure, all the beauty through being in nature, enjoying your surrounding, finding joy in small things in life, maybe Venus-like delights, comforts, beauty. Your food needs to shows beauty. What you're touching yourself with, the clothes that you wear must feel so comfortable and full of beauty. Allow the feeling of arousal, of awakening within you to just permeate yourself, to not be shy of it, but then to really be awakened, to awaken all your senses to it, to give yourself, give your body the enjoyment that you can have, which you deserve, part of living in this physical plane in your body today. So, what to let go? Any disconnection between your physical and your spiritual self, any disconnection with your body, thinking that everything must be done here, resisting any pleasure and beauty. Just know that pleasure and beauty is just part of you as much as the pain. And we've just been so conditioned to endure pain that we resist pleasure and beauty. But that's not life. Life is about embodying all of that we can experience. So do not resist having pleasure, having play, having beauty. And this just the gap and this disillusionment that you're separate from divine, that you are, that divine is within you, it manifests within you. So go enjoy yourself, enjoy this week, be in the pure beauty and enjoyment of life. Okay. So that's card number 1. And card number 2 is, let's put this here, Santosis of Yellowing. Whenever I got this card, it always feels like I open a very old book. For any of you who have lived in tropical country knows, any papers do not last long in the humidity. It will turn yucky, ugly yellow. And the next thing you know, it will start to show that deteriorations. And next thing you know, your books becomes a little bit sandy. And the next thing you know, the papers start to rip or have holes in it. And next thing you know, it's not a book anymore. Not a book that you can enjoy reading. So this yellowing feels like that. There's part of you that is right now in a period of getting old, like getting destroyed, destructions. I hate the word destruction because it feels like, oh, you're being, such a harsh energy, but it might feel like that. This is a period of where things that is old is being shown as old, as being presented or being put on your face like it's old now, let it go. It's an old patterns, it's an old situation, let it go. This is a signals of transitions, it's a sickness of an outdated things that you must grow yourself out of. This is the signals of returning to a fresh start. So be ready. If it's not already happening, just be ready that you are in this process, that you might just have to kind of like in this moment, like I said, right in the beginning, pause. If things are not working out for you, pause. Do not trying to force something that is already becoming old, that needs to be transitioned out. So the energy that at plays here is a conjunctions. Whenever I see this card, it's almost kind of like, oh my God, this is what I want. It's the divine unity, the infinity, that everything is put together in one beautiful union, seamless, love, everlasting, the truest of all is appearing here, where the dark and the light, it becomes one, because it is. You cannot experience dark without light, light without dark. Everything that is polarity becomes one. Everything is merging. Your lower self is merging with your higher self, creating something that entirely new, um, that is just uniquely you, that nothing, no one else know but you. So this is the the transition that you're going through, is transitioning you to be more of you, to merge yourself with your higher self, to merge yourself with your divinity, to merge yourself with something greater than you probably have not ever experienced in this lifetime. So I would say embrace this transition as you're stepping into it, maybe um, consciously, unconsciously. Whatever is changing or shifting within you or around you, allow it to be. Again, softening of the energy, allow it, surrender yourself, surrender to your divinity, surrender to your divine guidance. Allow the divine to guide you every step of the way. That's the ultimate surrender, right? The surrender for the ultimate path to open up for you, to let go of any opposing force within you, to be just blended together within you. Be open to new experiences, any new possibility that's arise from this transition. Again, don't try to make a decision out of emotions where you feel like I have to, I must. Let go of all that have to and must. Confront what the uneasiness first. Allow the harmony to settle in. Then decide, because only the right opportunities, only the divine possibilities will remain, will never go away. If it's meant to be for you, it is meant to be for you. It will never go anywhere. So let go of any resistance of change, feeling, thinking that, "Oh, I can't let this go because I've worked hard for it, or I've accomplished so much. I've done so much to accomplish this." Let go of the resistance of change, because it will give you more resistance later or hardship later if you do not let it go now. Let go of any fear of the unknown, and let go of any that I have to be in control of everything. Because when you're trying to be in control, that means you're still attached with the old patterns or old situations that no longer serve your highest good. So please let them go and trust in the process of transition itself, and allow yourself to be in the flow of the universe, to be in the flow of the divine. And being in the flow of the divine means that you are being in the flow of the natural rhythm of life. So really give yourself permission to be in this waning moon phase, and allow yourself to be guided, to surrender yourself to the guidance of the divine, because the divine will always guide you to the right place that you need to be. Okay, wonderful, yay. Now card number 3, it is this card. I feel like we've just seen this card recently too, right? Sanguis or blood, numerology 3-7. Did I mention the numerology on the other card? Well, it kind of, all right, go back to the yellowing. It is 1 plus, it's 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. So um, it is the card of change. 5 is the master of change. 5 is the number of flowing, adapting. That's why sometimes the energy of 5 feels kind of like a trickster's, because it really literally needs to change and adapt very fast. But when you are allowing yourself to flow and adapt, you are given the freedom to be, to just exist, to explore, to be who you are. Okay. All right. Back to card number 3. Okay. Card number 3. Sanguis. Number 37, numerology 37, 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 is it's actually a completion number. If you know tarot, is the Wheel of Fortune. With the completions, is one thing about life. When you complete something, something else begins. It's a cycle. It's a divine order. Complete means wholeness. Wholeness, it's cycle. It's 0. So when you end, you begin. So 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 is newness. It's the first force of moving something, of movement, the possibilities, confidence, power, and actions. All right. So this card, it's calling you out. All this red, right? The red rose, the red color, the red crystals. It wants vitality. But as I'm feeling this card today, and especially because I know what's behind the card, I know you probably are needing more vitality in your life right now. It is the card to call you out, to start to step into honoring your physical existence, nourishing your body. You might need to really nourish it so good this week. This is a call for extra, extra, extra self-love through practice that supports your physical body. Because when you support yourself physically, you're creating or you're awakening an energy within you that has a sense of joy or wonder or excitement, right? Because when you're feeling that, it's kind of like when you do something that creates that literally it's in alignment with your joy or in your adventure self. Red is also Mars, so it likes adventure, it wants excitement. When you're tapping into that vitality through your physical body that creates those feelings or energy, it will also energize your spirituality. It energizes your spirit, because right now your spirit have gone through so much. There's a lot of things that are coming and swipe you from underneath you. It's a period of maybe chaos, confusions, or you're feeling ungrounded. It could be you've gone through a lot of changes, or maybe there's just so many things that you have to do, that you have to take care of, or things that you expect didn't come the way that you expected, that it creates time of just not feeling stable on your feet. Maybe it is you that creating this situation, or it could also be something that is calling you, a situation that is happening to you, so that you can go through the process of this high, potent, profound transformation that in this requires you to not lose yourself. That's why this is very important. Your vitality, your feeling of joy, feeling of wonder, feeling good in your body, feeling so super good in your body is needed so that you can sustain yourself, allowing this to pass. There's nothing that you have to do anymore. Your job is to focus on your vitality. Your job is to bring back your sense of joy, wonder, excitement, ecstatic within yourself, so that your spirit can feel so good, that your spirit can feel alive, awaken, and feel its its vitality, so that whatever it is that needs to pass, because you need to be really patient through this time, so that whatever that needs to emerge as a result will emerge itself in its own time. Okay, this is not a time for you to jump into your chaos, to the chaos, and trying to figure out, just as I mentioned earlier, in as I'm giving you the energy for the face as well. It's not a time to try to commit to something, to figure out, to then create more chaos as a result of maybe committing too soon, or trying to figure out or creating solutions that there's no solutions yet. The solutions will come and will emerge on its own time. So again, extra nourishment to reconnect yourself to your vitality, to your core, to your joy, to your wonder, to your excitement. And this could come through movement. Make sure whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's an exercise, which if you're not exercising, I encourage you to exercise. Pick something that will give you a sense of joy, maybe a dance, maybe Zumba, whatever is that makes you feel energized and good in your body. Maybe your routine, if you have been exercising and your routine is actually depleting you, making you feel more tired than giving you energy, then you need to shift. Don't think that you have to do that same thing over and over. Change it. If you used to do a lot of runnings, or things that feels more of a yang, right? Maybe this yang exercise is depleting your energy right now. So shift to something that's more yin. There's yin yoga, there's qigong, there's restorative Pilates, there's walking. So shift it and see and experience yourself, whether your exercise or your body movement is energizing you or depleting you. If it's depleting you, shift, change it, do something else different, that will give you more energy instead of taking your energy away. Food as well, your nourishment. Are you eating right? If you've been eating right, but you're not feeling the nourishment that you need, switch up what you eat. Maybe because sometimes we feel like, oh, I have to eat this certain type of food over and over again so that I can sustain my health. But sometimes it's with the changes that's happening within you and around you, maybe, that you need to give your self some other nourishment that you might not have figured out yet. Um, Maybe you've been, okay, this probably not what you want to hear. Maybe you've been renouncing sugar. Maybe you've gone zero sugar for a long time. And maybe giving yourself a little bit of sugar right now during this time can help you reconnect yourself to that vitality. There's a lot of good sugars out there that does not have to be a processed sugar. So choose whatever it is that still feel healthy for you, still healthy for your body, but at the same time, bring you that positive flow of energy that you need right now. Okay. Also energetically, this can be your mental energy, emotional energy as well. Where are you feeling or being imbalanced? Are you experiencing a lot of imbalance from your mind? What can you do about it? Go into meditation, go into therapy, go into whatever it is that get your mind balanced. Maybe some energy healing as well can help get your mental imbalanced and allow the other energy center to balance it all out, because everything's been drawn out here and been all expanse. Putting the energy back and balancing your chakras may be what you need right now, and also help you to also balance your emotion. So those are some tips that I can give you for those of you who pull out card number 3. What you can let go, Let go of any sense of overwhelm, burnout. Again, reconnecting to the vitality, the vital self through your physical body is what will give you back the power, the energy for you to sustain yourself throughout this time of change. Okay? So whenever your mind or your emotions goes into the low energy of despair, let it go. Again, I've already given you several tips throughout this video. You can go to the very top, or you can go back into just what I said a few minutes earlier, or you can also read about this on um, the written up um, readings that I prepared today. But whatever it is, don't go into the lower frequency. Sustain yourself, get yourself into the higher vibrations again. There's a lot of transformation happening to you, and this will help you manifest greater things, because change will only happen because you are ready. Change will only happen because you are ready and you already declare within yourself that you're ready to receive more into your life, to have the life that you want. So instead of feeling defeated or being in despair, release them all. Work with somebody, get a healer, get the healing that you need so that you can clear out the space, so you can still yourself and fine tune yourself into the harmony and open yourself up for more blessings that are ready and waiting for you. And once this chaos, this chaotic phase of transformation ends. Okay. All right. Thank you and take care. I will see you again next week and then next reading from Message from Your Guide. Take care, everyone. Bye now.